We are live. It is Monday. I am Rich Lieberman. The Media Pulse is in full session on this gray Monday. Don't you like how I say this? Gray emphaticness. You know, that kind of, ooh. Okay, let's not bury the lead. Look, I try to be as blunt as possible. I don't hold back. I'm public about it. So here we go. I see the insufferable trifecta at KTVU, which I just completely despise. KTVU used to be a hallmark station. They've now absolutely certifiably have become Foxified. Okay. Foxified. They've got the talent there, and they're not really talent. I'm talking about air talent that are phonies, completely different people off the air. They're not an iota of what they try to be, what they want to be on the air. And they present this fake image that needs to be called out. Let's talk about the morning. Let's talk about how phony the morning duo of Frank Mallicoat and Andre Senor is. We'll throw in Claudine Wong simply because she's about as insufferable as they come also. But we'll start with the morning duo, okay? I've never liked Andre Senor. Never. He's presentable. He's at best adequate. He's at best okay. He's phony. I know too much because I just simply know about Andre Senor. They picked him out of a batch and they put him on the air because he checks certain boxes, if you know what I mean. Okay. And I hate to be personal, but I'm going to be personal. Okay. The guy is worthless. He is completely irrelevant. Okay. We'll get back to him in a second. Frank Mallicoat, a guy leftover, part of the Boston Massacre. He came to the Bay Area about 15 years ago. He had a stint at KPIX. They found out he was insufferable there, got rid of him, and somehow he ended up at KTVU because they needed a body. And he's a phony. He giggles and laughs and puts on a show, and he's hardly a personality. It's all fake. It's all contrived. It's, well, insufferable. It's a guy who's trying to make a living. And good for him. He found willing participants. Fox, the perfect oasis for mediocrity in full swing. But then there's Claudine Wong. Claudine Wong is just so fake and so ordinary. Another one who checks certain boxes, if you know what I mean. We'll stick with Senor and Mallicoat. They're part of the Mornings on Two dreariness. And I can go on and on about what a terrible program that's become. It used to be presentable, used to be a decent local morning show, and basically a monopoly. That's why they've done well, because they've had no competition. The other stations rely upon their own network shows. Channel 7, ABC 7, part of the Disney Mouse House with Good Morning America, KPIX, CBS News Bay Area, part of the dreadful CBS morning. They just can't win CBS in the morning. And then, of course, the Today Show, which has been good of years past, but they're a network show. They're always 3 hours late. And, look, for a network television show, they're okay. Okay. And then there's Cron, which is adequate at best. It's a local information station, if you want, just staid local news, then you got crime. Then there's KTVU. And as I said, KTVU has become certifiably Foxified. I can't believe it's already been, almost 12 years that Fox bought KTVU back in 2014. And the industry-wide stuff that was always talked about, they're not going to mess with KTVU. They're going to let it stay being KTVU. Fox is not that stupid. They may be dumb, but they're not that stupid. Well, over time, that's happened. It's become Foxified. Look at the programs they have. Look at these dumb, idiotic, inane, like It or Not, which is a half hour of crap. It's just awful. And then they've touched the programs. The 10 o'clock news is no longer the show it used to be. Nothing is what it used to be. But at least they know, most people, most organizations, not to screw with something that's been okay. And Mornings On too is a disaster. Starting with fakes like Andre Senor, who wouldn't know an ounce of authenticity if it bit him in the ass or the neck. He's got a tight neck. I don't care that his suits don't fit. I don't care that he's lost a little bit of weight. He's not passionate. He's not it. He doesn't have an iota of genuineness, okay? Know that. You should know that. He's a fake. He's a fake newsman. Can't ad lib. Can't think on his own feet. He's like Mallicoat. Frank Mallicoat, another imposter, another fake. No authenticity, nothing. Just a complete happy-go-lucky guy who smiles and smiles but has no teeth behind the smiles. Also, can't ad-lib anything. It's all fakeness. It's all this kind of sort of aura, if you will, that's not genuine. You know, part of showing emotion, part of having passion is to have some degree of genuineness, of being somebody that has a personality that could be all right, maybe could be swayed, could be off, but at least you know that somebody is real, that somebody has it, that somebody has some iota, some semblance of decentness. Mallicoat is like alfalfa sprouts. It's all thin. There's nothing there. And Andre Sr., he tries to show that he's sincere and he tries to show that he has a personality, but it's all empty, 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 empty. Claudine Wong used to be in the morning where she had no personality, where she last smiled during the Carter administration. It's all fake. When she tries to smile, when she tries to show emotion, it comes off as contrived, played out. There's no there. She has no soul. It's baseless, soulless. I don't even want to say personality, because there is no personality. The KTVU people, the persona is this fakeness. That's why shows like Believe It or Not, or Like It or Not, whatever the hell it is, we hate it a lot. It's all contrived. It's these people that we don't give a damn about. They're going to put them on a show, and we're supposed to care about what these people like or don't like. They like to eat oatmeal in the morning. They like their eggs scrambled, not over easy. I'm just using kind of parameters. I'm using examples. Nobody cares whether they or we like it or not, because it's just a contrived show that they put on the air. It's your classic, folks, filler time. Filler. They don't care about the numbers, which are dreadful. Channel 2 has become an absolute embarrassment of what it used to be. The people have no personality. The people that try to have a personality are fake. I mentioned the word contrived a lot because these are people going out of their way to show some degree of passion. They have none. They have none. There's no Dennis Richmond. There's no Frank Somerville when he wasn't screwing up. There's no Marky Banyas. It's a bunch of empty suits, empty dresses, people that have no genuineness. I'm telling you this because you deserve to know. They put these people in front of a camera and they tell them to project. What? I don't know. It's all fake simplicity. It's benign. It's like just throw anybody up in front of a camera and we'll just wing it. That's what they do. They wing it. KTVU's mornings on 2, dreary on 2, soulless people. You know, I'd include Sal Castaneda, but at least Sal's been there 20 years. He can afford to fake it, which is what he's doing. He's mailing it in. But he's put in 20 plus years. Let him fake it. I understand it. He's tired. It shows. But he's not Mallicoat. He's not Andre Senor, who is no personality whatsoever. They're just simple people, dim-witted people who have nothing. Nothing. And they want to make you believe that they're full of something. I can tell you what they're full of, but I'm not going to say it here. You already know, or at least now you know. People are hip to people that try to project something that isn't there. And I'm telling you, these people aren't there. I know that. I've seen these people. I know people that know them very well. Some of these people I've met, you can tell. They show up, they do their thing, and they leave. Normally, that would be acceptable. Normally, that would be fine. Just give us the information, give us the news, see you later. But they try to portray this false image. It's all fake. F-A-K-E. I know that word's been used a lot. Fake news. This is fake. That's fake. In this case, it's the people that are fake. They may not necessarily be giving you fake news, but they themselves are fake. And that's the worst thing you can say about anybody is when they try to project themselves as to be bubbly or passionate or sincere or emotional, and they're neither. They're just absolute bodies that they pulled out of the trash from the dreck. They put them in front of a camera and they become who they are. Simplistic, nothings, insufferable. I could go on and on and on, but you get the point. Hey, it's Monday. Become a follower. Please follow me on my YouTube channel here. If you want to email me, rich.lieberman@gmail.com. Text me 415-999-4454. We'll be back later today and we'll talk about a variety of things because I got a variety of things to talk about. But now you know about the insufferable Trifecta Travesty, Frank Mallicoat, Andre Senor, and Claudine Wong of KTVU.